Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today, I've got a really special product to talk to you about. It's called Solo Secrets, but there is something a little bit different today than there is on one of the usual shows, which is the fact that, unfortunately, my guest speaker didn't manage to connect with me using the internet this morning. He is in Perth, Western Australia, and we've had some internet connectivity issues, was dropping out and so on. So what I thought I'll do is, rather than just give up on the project, I thought I'll just show you the sales page and the product, because it's a nice product. It's all about solo ads. If you're familiar with solo ads, you know that it's a very fast way of being able to get into either internet marketing or any niche, because what it does essentially is it allows you to rent a list from someone else rather than have to build it yourself. So what you do is you find someone either sort of directly on Facebook or one of the exchanges which the product talks about, and you approach them, and then you pay them a sum of money, and then they basically blast your offer out to their list. What I used to do when I was buying solo ads a long time ago was basically I was putting it at the back of a funnel, at the back end of a funnel, so that if I paid someone $100 to blast away to, say, 300-400 clicks, I would actually get some email addresses out of it as well. So I'd be building a list as well as making a few sales on my offers. So the idea with solo ads, if you can, is that you basically they pay for themselves, because the sales pay for the initial solo ad, but then you're left with a list which essentially you haven't paid for. So that's the kind of model behind solo ads, and it can be powerful. Now, what the course teaches is that basically it's 5 interviews with some very prominent people in that solo ad niche. So I recognize the majority of them, and they're very prominent in what they do. So let's have a quick look at the sales page, and what I'm going to do is just share screens. See if I can do that. And then I'm going to navigate away from that because that looks very weird. Right, so that's a sales page just here. So 29 minutes a day, $7. That's important to note. That's a gentleman's name here that unfortunately we couldn't connect with today, Ian Kane. That's pretty standard stuff. You recognize this gentleman here on the testimonials. This is interesting. So what do you get? A video series of coaching calls with 5 solo gurus showing you how they do it, and then PDF transcription of every word in the coaching calls, so you can watch and make note. You can watch and make notes. And what I'm going to do in a minute is just go through these PDF transcription notes because I don't want to go into the members area. It's got all the addresses and everything, so that's gonna, that's not going to help the launch. But let's go through the transcription just to see who's actually on the product, so you can get a familiarity factor of who's behind this. And audio, so you can listen in the car, and then a resource guide with links to sites referred to in the training. So that's all good. So what I will say here is that if you want to start with solo ads, or if you want to start with internet marketing, or even if you've got an internet marketing business and you don't want to be waiting to be building a list or building websites or whatever, you just want to start immediately, this is what solo ads are good for, because you pay the money and then you blast literally the next day. So it's very good from that perspective. So let's have a look at who's actually on the course. So Solo Secrets, right? So that's the gentleman here, Ian Kane. Right, so this lady here, Andrea Fulton, she is an authority in solo ads. I know her very well. I'm on her list, and I bought some of her products. So I think Ian's done really, really well to get airtime with Andrea. She's really the real thing. So there's an interview with Andrea. And then this gentleman here, Matthew Houghton. I know Matthew as well. He's had a couple of really, really good sellers. One of them was to do with green screen software, which you can actually see in the picture there behind him. That was an absolute hit. But it's interesting because I didn't know that Matthew started with solos, but obviously he did, and he's built his internet business using solo ads. I've actually met Matthew a couple of times in events, and I know he's the real deal as well as Andrea. So again, it's a really good interview. It's really good that Ian's managed to get some airtime with Matt. And then Riz Nicholas, who again, I know him. He's a prominent internet marketer. I haven't actually met him personally, but he's an internet marketer who's done very, very well. So again, I'm sure he's going to be adding some good value. And then we've got Odrius Bernanotis. I have to say I haven't actually heard of this gentleman, but I'm sure he's going to be adding some good knowledge to the mix. And then Paul D'Souza, again, he's a very, very well-known marketer. He is very prominent. He does some good coaching, and he has a lot of products coming out, and I know that he's very active in the whole solo ad arena. So, you know, I think that between the 5 of them, you will definitely get a good feel for solo ads, and it will give you that confidence to start with this business model. And essentially, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it will give you the confidence to start earning fast. You just need to follow through, possibly put a funnel in place, which is pretty simple, find an offer, and then sort of blast away. But you need to know what you're doing, and this is where the course comes into it. So let me just come out of the screen share and summarize. Yeah. All right. So back on me. Hello again. Right, guys. That's really it. Apologies I couldn't have Ian on the call today. Internet being it is what it is. But I hope you get a feel for the product. And as I said, you know, if you want to start in the business, pretty quickly, just pay someone and then have your traffic pretty much on tap the next day, then this is for you. So nothing really much more for me to say other than the fact that if you want to try the course and you want to get the bonuses which I've put forward, which I've put together even to you today, all you need to do now is click on the link below, and I hope to see you on the inside. Have a great day, guys. All the best. Peace.